What is up, guys? It's Vox here, and we are back with another build video. Last time, you guys gave me a bunch of crap for making a missile boat, and I don't think it's a missile boat, and I do have an updated video for that coming soon, but just to silence the haters, I went ahead and made a build that's almost meme levels of amazing. It is the BubbleBot 9000. Let's get into it. For the front arms, we are rocking dual HI-18 GU-A2s. They are the Bubble Beam Pulse Gun. We're specifically running these on the front because they have a further effective range. So just generally speaking, when you get into combat, you're going to be shooting these first. On the back side, we're rocking the HI-16 GU-Q1s. It's also a pulse gun. It's just the other version of the Bubble Beam. We're rocking two of those, one on the right, one on the left, because symmetry is chef's kiss. And also, it's a little bit of a meme. There's no other real reason for running these other than we're trying to blow as many bubbles as possible. If you want a detailed analysis, I could maybe break it down for you, but the short version is bubbles go brrr. For the head, we're rocking the VP-44D. The reason I'm rocking this helmet is because it has the highest attitude stability for a head in the game. It also has decent AP stats. For the core, we're rocking the IA-C01C Ephemera. Aside from the generator output and the decent AP and stability, the other thing we care about is the boost speed. You could potentially go with the HAL 826, but the boost speed is way lower, and for this build you need to have a decent amount of speed to be able to catch up to people. For the arms, we're rocking the AC3000 Wreckers. The reason why we're doing this is strictly for the recoil control. It is the highest recoil control in the game, and that is super important with these weapons because without the recoil control, you're basically going to miss about half of your shots, if not more, depending on the range, and obviously that's super important. For the legs, we're rocking the 2S 5000 Deserts. The reason why we chose this is so that we have something that can actually handle our load. The main reason we chose this is because there's a high amount of AP and attitude stability. We're going to be up close and personal. You essentially have to outlast your opponent, and on top of that, the boost speed is pretty decent. For the booster, we're rocking the BST-G2/P06 SPD. It's always a mouthful. It's the booster with the highest speed in the game. This part isn't particularly important. You can go with something that maybe has more assault boost. It's up to you, and it really depends on who exactly you're facing. But the key thing you really want to consider here is that this is a close range build, and you are going to need to close the distance. For the FCS, we're rocking the FC-006 Abbott. The reason why we chose this is because it has the highest close range assist in the game. You are not going to be hitting any shots outside of close range. Maybe there's a little bit of a case for medium range, but ideally close range is going to be your best friend. For the generator, we're rocking the VE-20B, specifically because of the energy firearm spec. This is the most important part of this build. This is what ramps up the damage on your bubble beams. Any other generator is going to give you less damage. And finally, for the expansion, we're rocking the pulse protection. Really, you can use whatever you want, but this is a themed and memed build. Pulse protection is a giant bubble, and it's honestly kind of good in PvP and specific campaign scenarios. Alternatively, you could run assault armor or pulse armor. And that's it for the build. I'll have the share code up in a minute. If you liked it, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever. Boost my numbers. Daddy needs a paycheck. Thanks for watching. Oh boy, I'm gonna come blast you with my bubble, boy. I'm here to give you a bubble blower. I'm giving you the bubble, boy. You ready to take my bubble?
Optimus Prime, you will not survive my bubble beam.